Welcome everyone, Tactical H here. Today we are back to another Armored Core 6 Starter Gear Challenge, this time featuring the Smart Cleaner. This is a very in-your-face kind of boss, always tries to push the players with its aggressive melee attacks, and the players have a difficult time punishing it with only 2 weak spots available, which are all very well protected. Because we're only using starting weapons and starting legs, we don't actually have any ways to punish the shoot on the back of the Smart Cleaner. So once again, we're relying on the trusty pulse sword. The great thing about this melee weapon is that even if we're not hitting the weak spot, it will still build up strain. And if we luckily manage to get to the frontal weak spot, we build up a lot more strain. But this is definitely easier said than done given how small the window on the boss face is. So mostly I'll just let the auto-targeting do most of the work, targeting the boss weak spot with mostly missile attacks, and the pulse sword will be striking the non-weak spots just to build up the strain. Though this does mean that we need to spend quite a bit of time patiently building up the strain meter. We'll be maintaining our distance here, avoiding those powerful melee attacks, only getting close after Smart Cleaner missing its animation. Good thing is the Smart Cleaner is a bulky mechanical beast. Every time he swings, he leaves a massive opening for us to swoop in, hit him with our sword, and build up the strain meter. On the very first stagger, due to our poke damage with all our ranged attacks and then the melee blows, the Smart Cleaner is already down to half health. The second phase is trickier because the Smart Cleaner has more aggressive melee attacks and more importantly, the intensity of the molten metal eruptions is heightened. This makes it much harder to get close and build up the strain meter via melee hits. Not using tetrapod legs is really haunting us here as we do not have enough gas to constantly stay airborne. Not only are we dropping into the heated floor taking damage, we're also missing a lot of golden attacking opportunities. When the Smart Cleaner raises its arms, it is better to just fly up on top and attacking the open window from above. Again, maintaining distance is key. If you get too close, you either get damaged by the grinder arms or get sprayed by some hot molten metal. So I'm just staying away using my gun and missiles to continue building up the strain. The annoying thing is that the Smart Cleaner actually is quite smart in positioning its head. Sometimes it raises it up, sometimes it drops it low down. So I have to constantly switch my firing positions accordingly to get a line of fire. Just like most other players, I do feel that the safest spot when fighting Smart Cleaner is definitely above it. Squeezing out the last bit of boost for me to stay airborne and avoid that massive smashing attack and deliver more effective melee hits in the face, this time very luckily hitting the weak spot. Of course, that came at a price of exhausting my boost, stepping into melted flooring. Not happy with the damage I took, this is where I got greedy, going in close and personal with the melee hit. Even after retreating, I floated back towards the Smart Cleaner trying to get a better firing angle, but this exposed me to both grinders tumbling down in my face. Thankfully, it wasn't a direct hit, so I didn't actually get killed. I used up a repair kit and counterpunched with my pulse sword, and then now I'm playing more cautiously. We are so close to another stagger anyway, so all I need to do was steadily build up that strain, but right now I'm actually getting interrupted by the aggressive push from the Smart Cleaner. Even minor collision against the boss, especially against the heated grinders, would lead to knockback that interrupt my melee attacks. But that is fine, a few point-blank missiles can get the job done all the same, giving us the exact chance to deliver the finishing blow. I actually wanted to have a more cinematic finish here, trying to use the boost kick to finish off the boss, but unfortunately, we had to resort back to using guns because the grinder collision damage knocked me back. Overall, I would say the Smart Cleaner is a way easier boss than Balteus in this type of challenge. Its attacking pattern is way easier to understand and easier to dodge. The small weaknesses might be annoying to deal with without the right tools, but if you're patient and careful enough, whittling it down is just a matter of time.